2020 was marked by lockdowns and social justice protests, but it was also a year of violence and crimes motivated by prejudice on the basis of race, religion, sexual and political orientation. Last year, California's Justice Department registered its highest number of hate crimes in a decade, and some experts are worried the trend could continue.
In some of the major cities in the United States, like New York and Los Angeles, look like they're on track for possible record highs in 2021 after anti-Asian hate crimes grew 146% last year in our Center for the Study of Hate and Extremism national sample.
U.S. President Joe Biden signed the so-called COVID-19 Hate Crimes Act after a surge in anti-Asian hate crimes during the pandemic. Many believe the increase was fueled by former President Trump, who referred to coronavirus as the China virus or Kung flu, despite widespread criticism.
He said for COVID.
But it's not just Asian Americans. Experts are now calling it the democratization of hate, where most groups face a spike in hate crimes based on labels and stereotypes.
What Trump has done has allowed a kind of coarseness that was, forget about the ideology, but the way of expression, this coarseness to go from the extremes into the mainstream.
That's where people like Robin Thoma come in. As the Los Angeles County Commission on Human Relations, he wants to make sure no hate crime goes unreported.
We have actually provided assistance and services to hundreds of victims of hate who otherwise would not, A, report, and B, not get any help. And that ranges everything from counseling that could address the trauma they've experienced, to legal assistance about how to file claims against a business or against a landlord or an individual who is acting in a discriminatory fashion.
Most states have their own hate crime laws, and in a recent report, civil rights groups argue most of them are not consistent or sufficient.
When you do it against an entire group because of their race, it has a different impact than when you're targeting someone because of that particular person, you know, and something unique to that person. It affects an entire community in a very different way and is a very dangerous thing that we know historically.
America is facing a spike in hate crimes amid a pandemic that coincided with a fiery social justice movement and a divisive election. President Biden has promised unity, but the numbers show there's a lot more work to be done. Ediz, Tiyansan, CGTN, Los Angeles.